Okay, you remember what we was talking about? And I believe we was having this discussion and you was explaining to me the difference between the tenant and the homeowner.
Yeah.
Okay, and how that's being regulated for the people that want to buy and be a tenant compared to, you know what I mean, the condition where these people, they move in your house and they don't want to leave.
Right. And that's, you know, and I guess that's part of that. Like I was saying, you have good tenants, bad tenants, good landlords, bad landlords, and you have all these forces, you know, working in the same issue. So it's a matter of developing that relationship, having the tenants, having the landlords, having the owners. You know, if you're a landlord, as I say, do the vetting in the beginning. Who are you allowing to rent? Who are you renting to?
Right.
You have control over who you rent to.
Right.
If you rent to a certain type of, if you're trying to get, let's face it, if you're trying to get that Section 8 money,
right? You know who
you're going with. If you want somebody who's going to pay you on time, you want to take that. You want to interview them. You want to sit down with them. Know who you're renting to as a landlord, as a tenant. Man, that's to learn to respect somebody's space. Treat it like it's yours. Having that pride of what you own. So as far as with the laws, I don't know the laws, but I know we can go in there and go case by case and determine what we need to do. Do we need to change the law? Do we need to do this? Do we need to enforce the laws? That's what remains to be seen.
I know that's a difficult situation, and it's scary, and it scared my wife and people like my wife that want to basically be able to buy a building and have tenants, you know, rent it out and things like that, saying, listen, I'm seeing what's going on in the city now, where people are refusing to leave out. And then when they are, after you go through the court and they are forced to move, how they just flood your house, leave the water running and right all on the walls. But, you know, another thing that I'm saying in regards to, like, you know, the direction of the city and focusing on improving the conditions of the city, it seems like the city has, this, you know, divided it up, like areas or demographics that they are picking and choosing, or which of these areas they're going to provide funding to or have things fixed at, like Main Street, Pine Avenue. But nobody is never saying nothing about like East Falls or Ashland Avenue or these areas where it's bad. But they turn around and they promote to the community that Niagara Falls is like Iraq. Some people said, I heard on one of these podcasts or broadcasts, say, I'm scared to walk through Niagara Falls. It's like Iraq. I went to Iraq, and when I came back, I feel like I'm still in Iraq walking in the streets of Niagara Falls. And then I hear like other people that's, you know, politicians like Chukalin or however you say this guy's name, talking about their intention is to, you know, make the city safer from the dangerous element. But nobody is never trying to address the issue of why the city is so dangerous.
Right.
You keep telling people that they're dangerous, and you making their conditions like a dog. You got houses that's abandoned and people dead in these houses next door to me. People using drugs and having sexes in these abandoned houses, and kids is playing in these abandoned houses and stuff like that. So you telling them it's dangerous, you dangerous. So now they going to respond to the propaganda that you pushing to them. You putting on the news and constantly showing what's Niagara Falls shooting. But when it's beneficial to them, they not doing that.
Right.
But what you have to say about that? I'm sorry for you.
No, that was good. So one, I mean, what I hear in that is we need something for the youth to do, for the kids to do. We need more activities for them to do. We got rid of the community center, one of the community centers. We need to bring them back. Everybody knows we need a community center. So getting stuff for the youth to do. But as a city and as officials of the city, there's a lot more to be done.
Right.
We want people to take care of their land, but the city should be taking care of it, the land that it owns, and taking care of the city. No question about it.
And I got pictures I would like to show you that. Yesterday I walked around all of these areas from East Falls, that whole area, and all of the abandoned houses with these tags, property owned by and don't trespass. All of these areas got these same by the same person, and they all just sitting there decaying, rotten.
Yeah, so that goes back into, again, if I'm a landowner, so same thing with the landowners we were talking about. Private land is private land. Always respect that. Number one. But number two, we, instead of trying to take their land from them, we should be trying to work with them to develop it. Because like the big landowner you're talking about is NFR. They own acres and acres of land downtown. Maybe there's other owners, but instead of us trying to take their land and for the city to own it, we should work with them to develop it and to help make money for the city, so the city gets more money. And guess what? We can do things for the youth.
Right, I agree with you. So now, my whole thing is this. We can work with them, like you said, and help them develop and help put businesses on their land where they can still generate money from their land by working with us, and their land is still theirs. Boom, we just have business. But however, we've been trying to talk to this individual, and there's no response back to none of the black people that I know, or any of them individuals that I know, no matter the color, that tried to contact them. They said that they had to go to the city. They had the city contact them, and he said he had it up for some type of auction, some type of deal, not auction, but some type of deal that he was trying to invest in with this land. So I don't know. I don't know if that still stands. I haven't heard anything else about it for a minute.
So are you referring to a specific project going on now, or are you?
It was an old project. I know they was trying to negotiate something with the Buffalo Bills for what they just did in Orchard Park to have them do here. So, and now after that, I don't know anything else about what they trying to do with that land.
So right now in front of the casino, there's land that they're owned right now. So you might have heard about Centennial Park,
yes,
or the Event Center.
Yes.
That's what's currently being litigated right now in court.
Okay, yes, that's what I just recently heard about. Yes.
So that's one of the recent ones. So instead of the city trying to take the land that they want to build on, the city should let them build on the land, and they want to give us land and money instead to let them build on it. So we should take that deal and let them build that $1.5 billion data center and bring that money from the taxes, from the property tax, from the land taxes into the city.
Right. I mean, it makes sense. But I don't understand the city or the county or the state for all purposes and all intent, because they always do something backwards, right? You know what I mean? Like, just for instance, we was talking before, and we saying an individual that old child support or back child support that's working, and they take his license. But you saying you got to pay me money. See how backwards that is? They always do something backwards to say, hold up, this guy going to work and he giving you money, but you take his license, now he can't drive to work. Right. So now he not giving you money. And that applies to the same situation and to mostly all of the situations that they handle.
Yeah.
They always take the wrong angle because they want to show that they got force and control.
Right.
When they can work with the people, like you saying, and everybody benefit at the end of the day.
Well, we got to get out of the mentality of number one, trying to do things alone. Number two, not being informed, educated, and engaged. The more we can do that, the more people that are engaged, the more people that we have at city council meetings, the more people that we have that knows what's going on at city council, the more that we have people that's informed about what's going on, the more people we can get engaged, asking questions, involved. 100%.
And I believe one of the main things that you just said that's important is that the knowledge, the information.
Right.
But individuals can't pay attention if they're not aware.
Right.
So how can I pay attention to know what you're doing if it's not out there, or the people that I know is not bringing it to me?
For sure.
Each individual in the community, they got their own sites they might go to, like Facebook.
Right.
So if the awareness and the knowledge of you and what you're doing,
right,
or what the community is doing is not on that particular site, they're not going to get that information. How can we get the people in this community the information to be aware of what they should be aware of in regards to making this place a better place?
100%. Definitely, anybody who's an official, we can definitely do a better job of releasing more material. So number one, everybody knows about the government website, the city council website. That's where you get what's on the agenda. That's where you get the meeting times, and that's that. But now, what does all that mean? That's where, people like myself who are involved and know that's what we can do.
Sir.
We can reach out and do a better job of getting the people knowledge and using Facebook and using social media to get that word out. 100%.
Now
like this platform as well.
Now with that just said, how would they be able to get in contact with you? Anybody that want to follow up from this discussion, or anybody that would like to contact you, period, how would they be able to contact you? Do you have a site or anything?
Look me up. A website is coming for sure. I'm going to have my own website. But right now, look me up on Facebook at Vincent Cawley. You can look at any of those profiles. I have 3 of them. You can reach out to me that way. And then we can get a dialogue started. then we start exchanging emails, start changing phone calls, and then you can call me up and ask any questions anytime.
All right, this is talk. We're going to end this right here. Yo, I want to welcome the people of Vince Shirley, y'all.